This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
Okay, ready?
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown UNLV. Once he got some room, it was over.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's McCovey. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm really like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. UNLV to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. Shows him the stiff arm. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Tuggle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Release to the back. Got a man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end now in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch?
Touchdown, Purdue! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That's it on the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Thomas. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Thomas. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up. Now they'll try the right side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's McCoby. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds a little space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Caught near the sideline. It's Bradley. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a lack of effort by the quarterback there on that design run. He tried to stretch out and get the first, just couldn't quite make it.
The Rebels are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Catch in the middle, it's Gums. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Turning it on. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
they'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Man, down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurt them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's McCoby. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the single back. There he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Calandria. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he doinks it off the left upright. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. The stiff arm gets him loose. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the ground, it's McCoby. Showing off the arms. Gets it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. On the run, it's Thomas. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in the run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw, and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Rebels are marching down the field. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Makes the catch, it's Bradley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but his defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the red zone, it's Thomas. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but If you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the...
Pulls it in down the sideline. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
22, water. Ready to go.
Back to pass. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the 1st down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save it.